Are you being what you seek? As I mentioned in my email, I stumbled upon a video clip of Elizabeth Gilbert on an episode of Super Soul Sunday where she told Oprah Winfrey about how she knew her husband was the guy she wanted to marry. And basically she mentioned that she knew that because he's the type of guy that when she gets home, he'll be like, "Oh, how was your day?" But the way he says it is like really wanting to find out, like he's present, not just, "Oh, how's your day?" and then. And he just really wants to know how her day was. And she said she thought about how did she attract somebody like that. And then she realized, and I think she was talking to a friend too, it's because she had become the person who would attract the type of guy. So this made me think, for myself, it made me think of me and all the transformation that I've done, the inner work that I've done in myself. Like I can truly say that I'm not the person I was 10 years, 5 years, not even a year from now. I've really changed a lot of things. I mean, obviously certain things that matter to me are still part of me, but I really took on really transforming myself to be who I know myself to be, like my true self. So I'm getting closer to being my true self. So anyway, and I wanted to share, I wanted you to think about this is who are you being, and are you being what you seek? Because I think often we say we want this, we want a relationship where the guy or partner, whoever we're in a relationship, friendships, opportunities, people, situations where this is what happens, but we're not actually showing up as that. So I want you to really think about, how are you showing up in the world? How are you showing up in your current relationships that you have, in your friendships and everything? So, because I think it's very important for you to really get clear on what is it that you want. And then once you know is that, then be what you seek. For me, I often share with family and friends that being, be what you seek. And for me, it's really being, okay, if I want people to be compassionate towards me, if I want them to be loving, to be honest with me, I need to be the same way as well. I need to offer it. I need to be what I'm seeking. And, so that's one of the things, like, so for me, I've gotten really clear and I've been practicing being what I seek. And so I really want you to understand that. So for example, one of my things has been, because I've been seeing some posts and also talking to women where some women are really upset about not getting closure when a breakup ends, when a relationship ends, so when a breakup occurs. And I totally understand the way they feel in terms of they're in pain, they're hurting, because I mean, let's face it, they suck. They're horrible, they're painful, so I totally get that. But the thing is that at some point, we really need to step back and let go of our resentments, and also get that you may never get closure. I mean, I think a lot of people, if not most, don't. I know myself, I don't think I've gotten much closure. I've created my own closure whenever a relationship did not work out. So this is what I want you to understand. Are you the type of person who's going to give somebody closure? And that's one of the things that has been very important for me. Whenever I've ended relationships or whatever it is, I always want to leave it, at least, well, since I've been doing my inner work and stuff through coaching, my own coaching, getting coached, through being a teacher, a student of A Course in Miracles, and all of the other work, my spiritual practice, meditation, prayer that I've done, is that I've really created that I want to be in relationships where I can express myself. And I also, if I'm going to end a relationship or the relationship is going to transform, I really want to clear the air with that person. And many times they may not be interested. Some of them are not interested. And I have to say, but I became the type of person that I would reach out. They may not get back to me, but I do it even if I have to do it on my own through email, through my meditation or whatever, but I always reach out. And I think that's why I have to say that, at least personally, I really don't have a lot of hang-ups, you know. I mean, or when it comes up, I'm like, okay, I know what to do. So, you know, and that's the thing, is that I want you, you know, don't wait for the other person to show up the way you want them to show up. Show up as that. And whether or not they show up as that, then you know what? It's totally fine, because this is the thing. The more, when you get clear about what you want to attract in your life, the more that you'll, and be that. Because that's the thing. This is like the key, is to be what you seek. And when you're being that, the more likely you're going to attract people who are you're going to experience that, because you're going to attract people who also want that as well. Of course, it's a practice. I have to say, I don't have it all down. And this is the thing. And another thing is, when you're very clear about how you want your relationships to build, how you want to feel, how you want to be in life, and then you choose to show up at that, as that, when people come into your life, or situations that are not aligned to what you want, you'll know to walk away. You'll know to not even go there or end it. Because one of the things that I have to say, for me, communication is very important. I wasn't always like that. I was the type, I want to run from the communication. I don't want to have it or whatever. Or I wouldn't have it that well. I can't say I have it down packed. But I'm practicing, and I'm really, you know, when I have to apologize, I apologize. I say I'm sorry. I tell them I forgive them for hurting me. I tell them thank you for the experience, because I do believe that the people who come into my life, they, especially in romantic relationships, they come into your life to teach you something about you. You know, we think relationships are about us, but it's really, I mean, well, when I say it's about the other person or whatever, or the two of you, it is about the two of you, but at the same time, it's more about you. They come to teach you the things about you that, in many times, the things about you that you may not want to know about, or you may not be happy with. So again, like I told you, it's really once you get that, this is the thing. When people show up and they're not aligned to that, you'll know to leave. And I know for myself, one of the things that I've been doing is that when somebody shows up and they bring up, you know, the situation brings up fear in me or something, I ask myself, okay, what is it there to teach me? Yeah, I know sometimes I may go into, oh, why is this person? But then I take a step back, and I'm like, and I ask, what is this there to teach me? And when I ask for this, I actually, usually, I will start, you know, getting that, okay, this person is here to teach me something about me. And then I ask myself, okay, am I showing up? Am I creating this? Because often we create what happens to us, most of the time, if not every time. So then I ask myself, am I coming from a place of fear, or am I coming from a place of love? Because if I'm coming from fear, I know this is me. I know that, okay, you need to switch, get back to love. But if I know for sure I'm coming from a place of love, then that's when I know that's not a relationship I need to continue or pursue or anything. And so that is the key. So again, really be what you seek. Find out what you really want. What are you seeking? And then be that.